Hello class 9th, this is your science teacher Neha Singh is again here to tell you to describe you more concept related to your motion. The video part number 4. In the previous video we have learned about the distance, displacement, what is the difference between them, we have also learned about them. Then we also learned about the speed and how it can vary, right? What is the unit, what is everything. Now we have come to the next in which we can describe our motion is the velocity. What is velocity? The speed of a car or any body, we can say that it gives us the idea that how fast it is moving, but it does not tell us about the direction of the motion in which the car is moving. To know the exact position of particular car or particular object from a reference point, we need to tell more detail in about the direction also. In other words, we should know the speed of the car as well as the direction of the speed, in which direction of the speed of the motion of the car in which it is moving. So when we describe the speed along with the direction, so this is known as the velocity. Although these are interchangeable, velocity is interchangeable with speed, but these are not the same. We measure speed according to the distance covered by a body in unit time, irrespective of the direction of the motion of the body, but the velocity is described as the magnitude as well as the direction of a particular object. So what is velocity? It is the distance traveled by any object per unit time but in a specific direction. So here the direction is involved, so we can say that velocity, it is a vector quantity. So let's see if it is a speed only. So the formula for, you can say, the definition will be similar, that the distance traveled but it should be in given direction divided by time. But we are talking about the distance traveled in a given direction, which is also known as the displacement, which is the smallest distance between initial and final position but in a specific direction. Then we can change this formula into this, that is velocity will be equal to displacement upon total time, where the symbol represents itself. The velocity symbol is V, which is similar to the speed. Distance or displacement symbol is S, which is equal again, and the time is represented as time to travel the whole distance. So the distance traveled in a particular direction, it is in per unit time, it is known as the velocity, and the formula will remain the same. V is equals to S by T, which is equal to the similar to the formula of the speed. So their formula is same, so we can say that their velocity, the SI unit of the velocity will be the same as that of the speed, which is meter per second. Now we know that we are representing both the speed and the velocity with the same symbol V, but there are so many differences between them also. The first one is the speed, it is a scalar quantity because we are not describing the direction in this case, but velocity, it is a vector quantity. The speed of a moving body cannot be zero until and unless it comes to the rest, but the vector quantity, it has displacement in it. If the displacement is zero, the velocity will be equal to 0. So these are the speed and the velocity. The magnitude of the speed and velocity of a moving body will be equal when the body is moving in a single straight line. That means when the distance will be equal to the displacement. So this is all about the velocity. Similarly, the velocity will also have the uniform and the non-uniform velocity type that we have already described in the speed also. The body which is having a uniform velocity, if it travels in a specified direction in a straight line and moves over equal distance in equal interval of time, then it is known as to be uniform velocity. And to change the velocity, the non-uniform constant velocity, if you need to change into non-uniform velocity, then we have to change either of the two things, whether the magnitude will be changed or just change the direction, or both will happen. So by changing the speed of a body only, we can change the uniform motion, uniform velocity into non-uniform velocity, and by keeping the speed constant, by changing its direction also, we can change the uniform velocity into non-uniform velocity. And we know very well that the non-uniform velocity is common. So if it is common in the daily routine life, we not follow the uniform velocity rule. So in that case, we need to find out the average velocity in this case. For non-uniform motion in a given line or in a specific direction, average velocity will be calculated similarly as the calculated in the case of average speed. So this will be total displacement upon total time. But uniformly changing velocity, if the velocity is continuously changing but at a uniform rate, then it could be calculated as the initial velocity, which is described as the u plus final velocity divided by 2. Their unit will remain same, but the average velocity in case if it is changing uniformly, and the average velocity if it is in a given line or a straight line. Similarly, we have a numerical problem related to it in a similar manner. So this will be, a bus covers a distance of 250 km from Delhi to Jaipur towards west in 5 hours in the morning and returns to Delhi in the evening, covering the same distance 250 km in the same time or of 5 hours. You have to find the average speed and average velocity of the bus of the whole journey. So if we are talking about the whole journey, it is going in a from Delhi to Jaipur and then coming back again. So the total distance will travel by this 250 plus 250, because average speed formula is total distance upon divided by total time. So total distance in this case will be 250 plus 250, that will be 500 kilometer, and total time 5 hours first trip and second hour in back to the same trip, that will be total 10 hours. So if we divided, that will be 50 kilometer per hour will be the you can say the average speed. But when we are talking about the average velocity, we need to check what it is. Average speed is not equal to the average velocity, but if we are finding the average velocity, the formula will be total displacement upon total time. Here the total displacement is actually 0. Why? Because it started from Delhi and then moved to the Jaipur, then coming back to the Delhi at the same spot where it started. So the initial and the final position in this case is 0. So the displacement, the shortest distance between the initial and the final position is 0 only. So the displacement will be 0. So if the displacement will be 0, the average velocity formula, that is total displacement upon total time, that is 0 upon 10. Why? Because 10 is the completely time it is taking over to complete the whole journey, right? So here the average velocity will be 0 km per hour. So in this case, we can consider the direction also. First it is going to the west and then it's coming back to the initial position. So the total shortest distance again will be 0. So in this case, we are getting the 0. Hope you come to understand about what is the difference between the average speed and average velocity. So we are going to learn more about the other concept that describes the motion, that is acceleration, in our next video. Till then, take care and keep learning. Thank you everyone.